Dear Minister Tiit Riisalo, dear ASTP President Christoph Arnold, dear members of the ASTP. First, it's my great pleasure to offer my opening remarks at your annual conference. And as an Estonian by nationality, I would also like to extend my warm welcome to all of you in Estonia. Unfortunately, my daily working commitments in the European Commission in Brussels do not allow me to join you in Tallinn today, but let me share with you some thoughts from the European Commission perspective on the importance of knowledge management and what we do in support of it. First, I would like to start by thanking ASTP, a long-term supporter and important stakeholder of research and innovation, for all its efforts to promote the transfer, uptake and use of technological and research results. It is without doubt that in Europe we generate a wealth of knowledge through research and innovation in our academic institutions and our research organizations. What is lacking more and where we relentlessly must keep up our efforts is the valorization of this knowledge to help the research and innovation results reach and benefit our societies and the business. ASTP's definition of knowledge transfer goes in the same direction, a set of activities, processes and skills that enable partners to collaborate closely to advance ideas that deliver commercial, environmental, cultural and societal benefits. And I believe that we are aligned in fostering this culture of knowledge valorization, which not only includes but also goes beyond knowledge transfer, namely to embrace also non-technological solutions that can derive benefits from society as a whole. And the Commission has stepped up its efforts to promote this culture of knowledge valorization through the recent Council recommendations on the guiding principles for knowledge valorization, which were adopted in December last year, and also 2 Commission recommendations, which were adopted on the 1st of March this year, namely the Code of Practice on the management of intellectual assets for knowledge valorization and the Code of Practice on standardization. We appreciate very active involvement of ASTP members in the co-creation process, both of the guiding principles and also on the Code of Practice, how to manage intellectual assets. And the aim of these guiding principles is to provide policy guidance, both to member states, but also to various stakeholders for the creation of socio-economic value from research and innovation. Why is boosting knowledge valorization important? It is actually essential in order to rapidly deliver innovative solutions. We all need innovative solutions to overcome the current challenges, but also the opportunities when it comes to transition towards a more resilient, green and digital era. Therefore, we encourage a culture of knowledge valorization to maximize the transformation of research and innovation results into sustainable solutions, into solutions that benefit society in terms of economic prosperity, environmental benefits, societal progress, but also for better policy making. The guiding principles actually engage all relevant stakeholders in the R&I ecosystem. They focus namely on the connections between different actors. They emphasize entrepreneurial skills and practices, and they cover the entire scope of intellectual assets generated by research and innovation. As today we are having the conference of the ASTP, I'd like namely to underline your role. Your role is crucial in this initiative. First, because it's essential for all the actors in R&I to be more aware of the importance of what they produce, of their intellectual assets, and also how to find fit-for-purpose tools to manage and share their results to boost valorization opportunities. Actually, there are several challenges that these actors face. These include deciding on the most adequate way how to control and protect intellectual assets, how to embrace open science, open innovation, how to manage the intellectual assets in joint research activities, but also in the international context. Intangible assets which are generated by R&I, including intellectual property, is the basis on which we create products, services, and policies that also need to address the most pressing societal challenges. Therefore, fostering IP culture change by providing guidance and support is very important, both at the EU level, but also at the national level. The Code of Practice on the Management of Intellectual Assets, I mentioned, which we published earlier this year, provides such guidance and also support. And it goes beyond the classical IPR in order to cover also any types of outcomes, whether it's data, prototypes, know-how, and so on. And the code addresses all actors which are involved in the valorization path, and it also provides recommendations for the efficient management of intellectual assets from the concept until the market deployment. It promotes use and also reuse of knowledge. It supports open science, as this is a lasting policy of sharing knowledge and tools as early as possible. And I would like to highlight the complementarity of intellectual assets, protection and open science, which promotes wider dissemination of innovation. We should consider the fair balance of the principle as open as possible and as closed as necessary. Researchers and innovators need to be aware of available licensing opportunities, but they should also consider the value of unprotected intellectual assets, which can be shared with partners in order to further develop our products and services. And there is also a growing international trend driven by open innovation towards more interactive models of collaboration and creation of new intermediaries, digital platforms that facilitate such co-creation. Therefore, this code of practice provides also guidance with respect to international collaboration in new markets. Actually, the EU trade policy is supporting it by working to make foreign markets more accessible and their rules more predictable through the negotiation and conclusion of free trade agreements with third countries. So we have a solid knowledge valorization policy in place, but every good policy could fail without people knowing and following it. So to foster a common understanding in Europe, our DG is running now an awareness raising campaign. We do that together with member states, but also with stakeholders. Member states are invited to organize national events that bring together policymakers, researchers, innovators and entrepreneurs, Horizon funds beneficiaries, but also higher education institutions, standard development organizations, intellectual asset management professionals, as well as local and regional administrations. We've held the first such national event, which took place in Prague on the 18th of April. And this will be followed by national events in Vilnius on the 6th of June, then in Madrid on the 13th of June, Ljubljana on the 11th of October, and Vienna on the 9th of November. Also, other member states have expressed their interest to organize national events throughout the year. Hereby, I would like to take the opportunity also to invite Estonian authorities to organize such a national event and to ignite the knowledge valorization dialogue in Estonia. And certainly the Commission will be there to help you with the organization. Now, at the European level, we will also hold a stakeholder event this autumn in Brussels, and we very much welcome also ASTP's involvement there. And I believe that my services are already in contact with you in order to find the most suitable way how to engage you in this event. And last but not least, looking at your excellent program, which promotes exchanges of best practices and training skills, I would like to mention our annual EU Knowledge Valorization Week, which this year took place between the 25th and 28th of April. I hope many of you participated there. But this is our annual flagship event in this field, and it is designed as the European forum to exchange stakeholders' experience, to discover novel approaches of creating value from scientific findings and inventions. You have the possibility to watch the recorded sessions online about this year's event, also in the free thematic days, which focused on sustainability, management of intellectual assets, and industry-academia cooperation. And I'm confident that your conference will result in concrete actions to foster knowledge valorization, intellectual assets management, and their relevance for innovation. So let's keep working together to achieve the necessary culture change for more and better use of research and innovation results for the benefit of our society, for the benefit of us all. And enjoy the interesting discussions and also your stay in Tallinn. Thank you very much.